Hello, I really appreciate one student's email to me regarding problem number 17. So I want to demonstrate this problem, and then I want to extend the due date of this assignment to Wednesday before class. Well, I guess Wednesday before 11 p.m., just to give you a chance to fix this if you did not do it correctly. To test your knowledge of isotopes, draw arrows between all pairs of atoms in the table above that are isotopes of each other. So, what does that mean? That just means that you should draw arrows like this between things that have the same name but a different mass number. Notice this is carbon, it has mass number 12. This is carbon, it has mass number 12. I don't draw an arrow here, but this carbon 12, I draw an arrow like this, to show that carbon 12 and carbon 14 are the same element, but the mass number is different. The number of neutrons is different. That means these are isotopes of each other. What else is an isotope? Carbon 13 is an isotope too. Whoops. All right. And carbon 13 is an isotope of carbon 14. So I have covered all possibilities. I've got arrows between carbon 13 and 14, arrows between carbon 12 and 13, arrows between carbon 12 and 14. Okay? So you only have to do that with one of the carbon 12s since there are so many carbon 12s. Now what about oxygen? Is there another isotope of oxygen here? No. Is there an isotope of gallium here? Nope, it's just gallium-70. That's it. Is there an isotope of magnesium here? Yes. Okay, so I want you to go through the entire table and make arrows between all the isotopes. Okay? So I've just done a couple for you. There are more, and you need to figure out which ones are isotopes. Okay? That's it. That's number 17. That's all you had to do. So if you didn't do that, please go in and do that. Oh yeah. You might not have the ability to actually draw arrows in Microsoft Word. Okay, actually, you do have the ability. It's just not as easy as you might be accustomed to. So the way to do this, if you don't know how to do this in Microsoft Word, you can just avoid. You can just avoid that problem. Here it is. You can just avoid that problem completely by taking a screenshot. So when you use Windows 7, if you're using Windows 7 or if you're using a Mac, if you're using, if you're, here I have to get another notebook. Okay, so if you're using a Mac, or if you're using Windows 7, or if you're using Windows 8, or if you're using Windows 10, so any of these, there is a screenshot tool. So for the Windows, so for the Windows, just open your Word document to this table, right? And then use the snipping tool. If you just, so here's your keyboard, right? Your keyboard has a Windows button right here. It has little 4 squares right there, you know. You press that Windows button, and then you'll get this little start menu popping up here. You just have to type in the word snipping tool right in there, in that box right there, and then you'll see snipping tool. It's on Windows 10. It's called a desktop app. The snipping tool desktop app. So you want to run that tool, and then you can use that to make the rectangular snip of just your table. Once you've done that, you copy. The snipping tool has a copy button, so you press the copy button after you've selected the table, and then you open Paint. So Paint is another desktop app on Windows 7, 8, and 10. It's called Paint. You can find it in the list of apps if you're using Windows 8 or Windows 10. If you're using Windows 7, it might be a little bit harder to find that app. So you can look for it in the Start menu. It's called Paint. Or if you can't find it, just press the Windows button, get the Start menu, and in that box, that little text box at the bottom of the Start menu, type the word MS Paint. Right? And then it will automatically run the Paint program. So then Once you've got the paint program up, then you paste. How do you paste? You paste using Control CTR, Control V. That will paste whatever you copied, and that will paste that will end up pasting this table. Once you've done that, you can use the paint program just like I'm using my paint program. Just find the brush and start making arrows. Okay. Your brush is going to look a little different from mine because I'm not using Windows here. Now, what if you're using a Mac? If you're using a Mac, there is a way to take a screenshot. So with a Mac, you're going to have to take a screenshot. Okay? On a Mac, you take the screenshot, copy to the clipboard, and then, so screenshot, and then copy, and then you can open that in, I think it's called Mac Paint. I'm not sure, but there's a paint program on the Mac. It's either called Paint or Mac Paint, and you can paste it in there. However, with a Mac, you might not have an easy time copying the screenshot. It might be easier for you to open it. So on a Mac, let me show you how to take a screenshot on a Mac. Mac screenshot. This is how you take a screenshot on your Mac. You could tell I'm full of knowledge, right? Ha ha ha. No, it's just Google. So you press Command Shift 3. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You press Command Shift 4. So you do this. To take a screenshot on the Mac, you press Command Shift and 4. All three buttons. Start with the command, keep it down, then press the Shift key, keep those two keys down, and then press the 4. You're going to get this little, your mouse cursor is going to look like this now. Use that mouse cursor, click and drag across your picture, your table. So this table, you use that mouse cursor and click like this. Click and drag on it, all over it, right? And then as soon as you let go of the mouse button, that's going to automatically save as a screenshot file. You have to figure out where that file went. Probably it went on your desktop. Let me see what Google says. Yeah, there it is. That file is called screenshot, and then it says the date, and then it says the time. So it's a long file name, and it goes on your desktop. So you have to open the Mac Paint program. Where is that? Where is that Mac Paint program? Windows. Is it this one? Yes. No. It's this one. No. It's this one. Yeah. So you need to open the Mac Paint program. Whoops. You need to open the Mac. Oh, it's not working. Well, so anyways, you need to open the Mac Paint program, and then in that program, File Open. So File. So you might not be able to copy. So File, and then Open, and then go to the look for the file in a desktop. It's called Screenshot. It has a date and a time. So once you've opened that, it's going to open up in Mac Paint, and then you'll be able to draw arrows on it. Okay. Now I'm only I set up the Moodle so that you can only upload one file. So how are you going to upload your file, your picture with arrows in it for problem number 17? Here's what you do. You go to Microsoft Word, you go to your document in Microsoft Word, and you insert the picture. So here, let me just delete a bunch of stuff here. Delete. Where's my delete key? Oh, here it is. Okay, so you go to Microsoft Word. So in Word, you go insert, and then insert picture. This is on the home menu. Okay, if you're using Windows, it's on the home menu. If you're using a Mac, there might be a separate insert menu that you have to click on. Okay, and then you look for that picture. So of course, after you, if you're using a Mac, after you draw arrows on your table image in Mac Paint, you're gonna have to save your changes. So once you've saved that in Word, once you've saved it in Mac Paint, you can go to Word, insert that picture as the last item on your file. It's quite the same in Windows. You're gonna save your marked up table in MS Paint, and then You can go back to your Word document. You might have to close Paint before you could do this, and then insert the picture. All right. So let me know if you have any problems with that, and thanks a lot for your email.